In this lesson, I'll cover scheduling tasks. Task scheduling involves submitting or executing a task at a specific time or periodically. And task scheduling is done using the Scheduled Executor Service, which is a sub-interface of the Executor Service interface. Scheduled Executor Service methods are schedule, scheduleAtFixedRate, and scheduleWithFixedDelay. The schedule method creates and executes a callable task or runnable task after a specific delay. The scheduleAtFixedRate method creates and executes a runnable task after an initial delay and creates a new task periodically without waiting for the prior task to be completed. And the scheduleWithFixedDelay method creates and executes a runnable task after an initial delay and waits for the prior task to be completed before creating a new task. And this coding task will schedule tasks with the schedule method. So let's start with a new Java project and create messages to indicate when the main thread has started and ended. So let's come here and write a print statement. And let's have this read start. Let's copy that line. Let's go to the next line and paste. And let's have this read end. Next, we'll create a scheduled executor service thread. So let's go in between our messages and write our try block. And in the parentheses, let's create a variable named service. And then let's assign it the executor service thread. So we type executors and then dot new single thread scheduled executor. Next, we'll create a runnable task. So let's go into try block and then type runnable. Let's name the variable task1. Let's assign it our lambda expression. And let's have it print out a message. So we'll have it just say runnable task. Next, we'll create a callable task. So let's come here and type callable and then the diamond operators. And let's give this a data type of string. Let's name the variable task2 and then let's assign it the lambda expression. And let's just have this read callable task. Next, we'll schedule the runnable task to execute after 3 seconds and the callable task after 5 seconds. So let's come here and type scheduled future. Type your diamond operators and in there type a question mark. Let's create a variable named result1. And let's assign it service and we'll call the schedule method. So type dot schedule. And there type task1. Type a comma, and we'll schedule a delay of 3. Type a comma, and then we'll use a time unit of seconds. So type time unit dot seconds. So after 3 seconds, task 1 will be submitted or executed. So let's select this line and copy, go to the next line and paste. Let's replace this question mark with a string, since that's what the callable task returns. Let's change this variable to result2. And let's change this to task2 and change the delay to 5 seconds. And let's display the callable task's return value. So let's come here and type our print statement and then result2 dot get. So this will throw an exception. So let's place our mouse over get, click on more actions, and then click on this. And now add the exceptions here. So let's run our program. So in 3 seconds, you'll see the runnable task message. And in 5 seconds, you'll see the callable task message. In this coding task, we'll schedule tasks with the scheduleAtFixedRate method. So in a new Java program, create messages to indicate when your main thread has started and ended, and write instructions to create a scheduled executor service. Next, we'll create a runnable task that iterates a loop 1 million times. So let's go in our try block and then type runnable. Let's name the variable task, and let's assign it a lambda expression. So in the parentheses, let's write our for loop, and let's have it iterate 1 million times. So in the body of the loop, let's print out I. And outside of the loop, let's print out the message task completed. Next, we'll schedule our task with an initial delay of 2 seconds and a periodic execution of 1 second. So let's come here and type scheduled future. Type your diamond operators and a question mark. Let's create a variable named result, and then let's assign it service, and then we'll call the scheduleAtFixedRate method. And in there, let's type our task, type a comma, and then the initial delay of 2, type a comma, and periodic execution of 1, type a comma, and then a time unit of seconds. So type time unit dot seconds, and then type your semicolon. Now let's run our program. So you see that nothing happens because the thread automatically shut down before the task completed. And that's because we are writing threads in a try with resources. So to prevent this from happening, we will write an instruction to delay the shutdown of the thread using the await termination method. So let's go here and type service dot await termination. And let's have it delay for 10 seconds. So type 10 and then time unit dot seconds. So this will throw an exception. So place your mouse over this, click on more actions, and then click on this. And now add the exception here. So let's run our program. And in 2 seconds, the task gets submitted and executed every second after that. You also notice that the tasks are piling on top of each other, and that's because the scheduleAtFixedRate method will not wait for a prior task to be completed before starting the next task. In this coding task, we'll schedule tasks with the scheduleWithFixedDelay method. So we'll make a small change so the tasks don't pile on top of each other. So let's come here and replace this with, and then let's replace this with delay. Now let's run our program. And you'll see that the tasks no longer pile on top of each other because the scheduleWithFixedDelay method will wait for a prior task to be completed before starting the next one. That is it for the lesson. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the next one.